It's been a week of sadness, of hopelessness in America. But there is something hopeful. The end of extreme gerrymandering. I know, gerrymandering? Hear me out. We all talk about vicious partisanship, a Congress that gets nothing good done. Well, yesterday the Supreme Court heard an extreme gerrymandering case out of Wisconsin with the potential to soften those partisan edges and end the craziness on the extreme right and left. Protesters rallied outside the court, telling politicians to keep their hands off their districts. Among them, Arnold Schwarzenegger with an important message.
So I say it is time to say hasta la vista to gerrymandering. And it is time to terminate gerrymandering.
Governor, I could not agree more. Gerrymandering, in case you don't know, is manipulating the boundaries of an electoral map, usually by the party in power in a state legislature, to make it virtually impossible for the side drawing the boundaries to ever lose. Both parties do it. It started in Massachusetts, unfortunately, when founding father Elbridge Gerry, later our governor, signed the infamous bill creating the first bizarrely gerrymandered district, and it cut the Federalists out of the action. 200-plus years later, we have gerrymandering on steroids, with sophisticated computer models creating dramatic advantages for one party that can last decades no matter how people vote. The case before the court, as I said, comes out of Wisconsin, where extreme gerrymandering in 2012 meant the party that won just 46% of the vote for state assembly, 46%, in this case that was the Republicans, came away with 60% of the assembly seats. Crazy, right? Federal judges ruled this unconstitutional last year since it meant Democrats' votes didn't count. They were essentially disenfranchised. And as Justice Ruth Bader Ginsburg put it yesterday, what becomes of the precious right to vote if you can stack a legislature? And what becomes of our democracy if a rigged system is allowed to stand in Wisconsin and elsewhere? The court appears evenly divided. 4 concerned about voter nullification, 4 unconvinced, with Chief Justice Roberts calling the scientific evidence of manipulation sociological gobbledygook. The swing vote, as always, could be Anthony Kennedy's. He doesn't like extreme gerrymandering, but will he find Wisconsin's case so extreme that it's unconstitutional? An end to these so-called safe seats in Wisconsin could mean an end to them elsewhere. Republicans and Democrats might even be forced to do what they used to do back in the day when America actually tried to solve its very serious problems. That is, work together. And wouldn't that be wonderful?